Alright, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we begin, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the brothers, the sincere who taught us this truth. To the few sincere sisters out there that's watching, Shalom. To the brothers out here that's teaching the likewise doctrine, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
We have to move it. That we ain't gonna knock it down.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll get out there. I'm trying to see if I can get this. This way it's kind of windy out here.
How about just leaning it like against it?
Do that.
We'll try to lean
See
it.
what happens.
That way it ain't gonna, the wind ain't gonna have too much effect on it.
Kind.
All right, y'all. So like for that, the wind was trying to tip over our phone stand, but it's cool. We got it now. I hope y'all been watching, paying attention this past week, because if you haven't been paying attention, the media and the government has been spending a lot of time trying to demonize the protesters of the No Kings protest that took place nationwide yesterday. Today's Sunday, so yeah, it happened yesterday. But they was going on TV calling the protesters terrorists, basically. That's because they didn't agree with Trump and his administration. And all these people do is lie, man. You had Pam Bondi come on TV and basically say that the protesters are people of Antifa. She basically relabeled them Antifa as a whole. Then she lied and said these people are jumping on police. She basically claimed that they was doing everything that ICE is actually doing, the protesters. So, and I did a video on it, and it's a classic case of projection. Everything this man accuses you of doing, he is actually doing himself. And that goes back to, let me get this, John chapter 8, verse 44. And this is the red letter, this is Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Now listen to this. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. That means when he trying to lie on you, he's actually doing it. Prime example. This is how you can use this. You can use this scripture to see through all Esau's lies, especially when you know that he's doing it. Prime example, Trump. He come out and accuse everybody of everything that he's doing. There's a defense. This is the classic definition of projection. This how Esau tells on himself. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead. Bring it out.
This how he tell on himself, man. When he accuse you of something he's actually doing, because you know you ain't doing it. So you be like, where he getting this from? It's because he's doing it. And he's trying to put his sins and his crimes on you. He's trying to convince you that you're bad and he's good. That's Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 right there. Woe to those who call good evil and evil good, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So, and he's doing it in a sense that he's calling the protesters something evil. He's calling them terrorists. Just because they refuse to stop exercising their freedom of speech. See, Trump, he came on TV and lied that the First Amendment has been done away with. It's been through the courts and all this. No, it hasn't, because it's a longer process. They can't just do that, because this is a constitutional amendment, the law of the land. Just like he trying to convince everybody that he signed into law the suspension of the Fourth Amendment, which translates to your protection from unlawful searches and seizures. He came on TV and lied to my desk has been suspended. No, it hasn't. He just wants you to think that. So when they come up in your house, you'll assume that the Fourth Amendment has been done away with and you don't have any rights. That way, you don't fight back. You see what I'm saying? That's what they want.
No resistance.
If Esau's so superior, why he always wants to fight a war that's already won, or a one-sided fight where the rules are rigged? If you so superior, you wouldn't need the rules to be rigged. You'll come with whatever life throws at you and knock it out the park, like the Israelites do. But you can't do that because you ain't strong enough, baby.
Esau's a weak man, huh? Esau has to catch you at your weakest, like he did the Israelites. He caught us at our weakest, man. Brought us over here, put us in captivity. All our brothers and sisters, the blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. Because this man is weak. He come in with laws like he want to help you, but he on the back end he's undercut you. Like the brother said, he's a straight full-blown liar. And that's Esau. He was born like that, with that spirit on him. This is Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. And that's not saying a baby come out of the womb talking and speaking lies. It's talking about the spirit that was bestowed on Esau when he came out of the womb. All the Edomites. Some of them out there do tell the truth, but for the vast majority of these Edomites, they be lying, man. Especially the ones that's in the power. Salakia, the ones that are in power, that's running everything. You know, they the reason why all these lies get pushed out here, because they control the media.
Yeah.
You know, these Rothschilds, these small hatters, these bankers, international bankers, they run this shit. And you people that's looking at this stuff on TV, you take what they say and run with it and take it as face value. Instead of really digging in to see what they really saying, you're not reading between the lines. You just taking it for what they saying for face value. Like they got people out finna act a fool now because they get ready to take the food stamps away next month.
Yep.
You know, Esau finna feel that to the foolish because they are the biggest welfare state.
Yep.
But you Jakes and you Israelites in general, you Eves, especially you know, you get on social media, you flaunt with your little seafood boils. You talk shit about how you got 4 and 5 baby daddies and the baby daddy hustle is where it's at because you can get more money from the government if you got more kids. And then at the same time, you put this man on child support and take his money from him. All of that is about to come down to a cease, man. Y'all about to be humbled down real soon, bro. Yep. All them little teats and dainties and all of that y'all was getting. And the lady that was on social media talking about why we making jokes and celebrating people not getting food stamps and people's kids is gonna go hungry. It's not about us celebrating it. We laughing at the fact that y'all was on here being haughty, running your mouth, all on social media, talking about how you doing it big. Now you went from sugar to shit. You know, y'all not finna get stamps. You know, I was one of the people that got food stamps, but I was only getting $24 a month. I was never the type that dwell on Esau's dainties, but I had to dip on that when I lost my job. I had to get some type of food running in, but that didn't help shit because hell, a pack of fucking roast is like $40. You know, so now y'all finna have to come in that. Y'all finna come into that crossroad. Do I pay my rent or do I feed my child? You finna put all that faith in yourself when you should have been putting your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai instead of putting your faith in Egypt. Yep.
They finna kill that Section 8 too.
Yep.
I got some scriptures right here. This is talking about you women that trusted in Esau, trusted in Egypt, trusted in this wicked system. Now you about to pay for it. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 32 verse 12. Salakia, this is Isaiah chapter 32, we starting at verse 6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry. He will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments of the true are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. But the liberal devise of liberal things and by liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years ye shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. It's failing. It's going to fail on November 1st. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teach, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. So y'all, the Lord finna turn your joyous city, y'all finna lament for the teats. Them government dainties, y'all finna miss them, because while you had them, I'm pretty sure that you didn't do the wise things and stock up. Now, if you was in that program, that's what you at least should have been doing. You should have been stocking up for when they cut you off, not just buying $400 and $500 worth of junk food to keep your little ones occupied. I mean, I've been to the store, man, and you can tell the ones that's on these stamps, because they spend frivolously. They spend very foolishly. Nothing but junk food, a whole shopping cart, 2 shopping carts.
Full of fucking carcinogens.
Junk food, exactly. No, nothing, no raw meats, no fish, no beef, I mean, you might have some chicken nuggets. Processed shit, man. This is what they buying to feed their youth. And I would say this, if you a Jake that ain't got no kids, you better be on your knees thanking Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai right now, because these women are murdering their children because they don't want to take care of them.
Yep.
They're giving them away to CPS because they don't want to take care of them, instead of consulting the father. Hey, you want to take little man because I can't really afford to take care of him right now. Okay, cool. But no, they are murdering these babies or giving them away to CPS. So yeah, I count my star, I count my lucky stars. I thank Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai every day that I don't have to deal with one of these wicked women of Babylon. As far as the care of one of my seeds or whatever, I am lucky I don't have to go through that. I'm blessed, I feel like, for not having to go through that. But you brothers that do got to go through that, hey baby, just persevere, because we ain't gonna be here too much longer. You know, just you've been dealing with that wicked woman this long. Hey, try your best to not put hands on her and stay out of jail, because you know Esau is looking for a reason. Go ahead, bro.
I got Lamentations 4:3, because the monsters of the sea and any beast of the field out here is better to their young ones than you Eves are out here through Israel in general, man. This is even the sea monsters dry out the breast, they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness, man. You see that? And that goes back to what the brother was saying about these women just murdering these kids, giving them up to CPS like they getting away with something, man. Mm-hmm. Not understanding that, hey, you for the grade didn't have to deal with that. The emotional distress that come with that after you kill your kid, man, it don't just leave. It resonates with you and it bugs you out completely.
Yeah, they think it's right back party time. We back in the club, the baby's gone. No, it don't happen like that. You finna go to jail, first of all, unless you gonna party up in jail. Okay, cool. I mean, for you to even think that it goes down just that easy, for you could just commit murder and go back to living like it never happened, now you're being delusional.
Oh yeah, you're outside of reality like they are anyway, man.
Exactly. That's not dealing with reality. Go ahead,
thinking
bro.
Because you got rid of your kid that, hey, you can do what you want to do now. You can go back out on the market and get drafted by another nigga and then have his kid. And he might not have it. He probably put you to death. Because there's a lot of Eves that got put to death out here for they men. Because you're really killing his seed. It's his seed before it's your seed.
Right.
That's what y'all forget to understand, man. You know, one thing I had found out that I was looking at a video, they was talking about how the placenta comes from the man too.
Wow.
The placenta comes from the man as well. Y'all don't want to talk about that though.
They don't want to talk about it because Esau has turned everything upside down. He called evil good and good evil.
Yeah.
Just like he talking about the child comes from the woman. No, the child comes from inside the woman. The child is placed into the woman by the seed because of the fact that when the pregnancy is consummated, when that sperm cell goes into that egg cell, you see a spark. That's the spark of life. That seed is already alive. The egg isn't. They come together to make this body. The soul, the spirit of that child is in the seed, not the egg. That's why the Bible breaks down lineages by the men, not women. Now, I know a lot of you women gonna get offended at this term, but yes, technically, and I don't mean no offense by it, but it's I'm saying this for fact's sake. You are technically an incubator.
That's it.
But that's not to take away from your role. That's not to belittle your role. It's not to piss you off. It's to bring forth understanding in the process. So we're not belittling you or your role. No, you have a hard role because you got a body coming out of your body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine that. I can't fathom that because I'm not a woman. So this is not belittling your role. This is just establishing what's fact versus what is pseudoscience put out by Esau. That's all we establish.
I got Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second day, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years and upward, and by their poles. And then when you go into the word pedigrees, it says ancestry or lineage or genealogy, man. An origin, birth, breed, bloodline, history, house, man, race. You are the seed of your father.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, man, yes, you can have your mother's looks, hair, whatever, but you ultimately go back to the seed of your father, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but that's actually true. Because,
the truth hurts.
Hey, this book ain't for everybody. It's not. So, we just establishing what's fact and what's pseudoscience. It's not to belittle you. It's not to take away from your role in the whole situation of pregnancy, because pregnancy affects you the most because your body changes. You have your hormones all over the place, your emotions. We understand this. But facts are facts. You are of your father's seed. Yeah, you're going to have some of your mother's features, some of your mother's characteristics, but that spirit, that blood is of the father.
And when you kick the father out of the house like you Eves do, and you try to raise that kid under your umbrella, that kid grows up to be an emotional wreck because you are the nurturer. And the father is the disciplinary act, man. You know, when you walk in with your lady and you got your kid, and the kid fall on the ground, Pop's telling him to get back up, walk it off, come back stronger. Mom's gonna pick you up and nurture you. Gonna coddle you, man.
That's another thing that I saw when I was a kid. If a little boy falls, he gonna look up at the mama.
Yeah.
If the mama have a scared expression on her face, the baby gonna wild out. Ah!
Yeah.
And then she gonna run to him and coddle him like he just got shot or something. But on the other hand, when the little boy falls and look at the daddy gonna look at him like, what? Get up. And the baby ain't gonna panic.
Nope.
He just gonna get up.
It's gonna be calm.
Yeah. Just get up.
That woman could raise that confusion in that baby mind.
Exactly.
Raise that confusion in that baby mind, and over time it'll get worse, especially when Pops ain't in the picture, man. You know, that's why it's extremely important to have Dad in the picture, man.
Yeah, because Dad gonna help him control his spirit, control his emotions. Because every time he falls, Mama gonna have a panicked expression on her face that's gonna make him panic.
Yep.
And you know what that's a prelude to? A young boy following his emotions versus ruling over his spirit. That makes him weak because emotions make you weak. Sometimes you have to be stoic in some situations, not showing any expression or emotion. That's how you get your strength. By showing the world that this world does not control you. You have control over how you react to this world. This world can push your buttons and have you going all over the place in all directions because you doesn't know how to roll over your spirit. But if you have zero reaction to anything that's going on around you, that's when you got control. You don't let this world pick your battles. You pick your own battles. You choose what you choose to acknowledge or not. That's how you rule over your spirit. Everything is not worth the reaction.
Yeah. I got Proverbs 25 and 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Exactly.
Anything can get you off your square, man.
Right.
Like the brother said, some things you got to be stoic in, but if you can't control your own spirit, man, you're gonna never be stoic. You're gonna be like one of these YNs out here.
Yeah.
As soon as they get in their feelings, they either ready to kill you or ready to fight. They don't ask no questions. But when they get behind them bars, they think about that shit. That's when they want to have some rule over their spirit because they ain't got nobody to impress now.
Right.
Now they got to sit down and think about that on their own. Ain't no chicks out here that you trying to look like you tough. Or you ain't got no homeboy, your so-called homeboys to prove yourself to. Because now you got to deal with that. And plus those people that you had to prove it to or tried to prove it to, they out of your corner now. Because you in jail and they ain't worried about you.
Right. Prime example of a child who doesn't know how to rule over himself is King Harris, T.I.'s son.
Man.
Look at everything he'd have been through, all because he didn't want to listen to reason. He didn't want to listen to his father's wisdom. Now, if I'm going to listen to anybody, it would be T.I. because he done been down through all that. He done sold dope. He done got caught up in gun cases, all this stuff. Now, because of his celebrity status, he didn't serve the time, but he been through it. And I've heard him in many interviews try to tell this young man, hey, where you headed is not what you want. But see, King was so hard-headed, and he was so convinced that he was from the streets. You're not from the streets, dude. You grew up in a gated community. Both of your parents are celebrities. You didn't come from that life. So stop fronting. So he had to find out the hard way that that life wasn't for him. It's like that song Too Short made, So You Want to Be a Gangster. Well, guess what? You're going to get everything that comes with being a gangster. Instead of being smart and taking advantage of all the blessings that came upon your mom and daddy. All you had to do was sit back and go to school or something. But now you want to be hard. Now he see what hard gets him. He got his ass beat in prison and almost died.
Well, this is Galatians 6 and 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh he reap corruption. But he that soweth to spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting, man. So you want to keep on sowing this wickedness, you want to go out here and try to be a gangster, you're going to get the things that come with that, man. And most cases is death. Certain cases is jail sentence, life, maybe 10 months, depends on what Yahweh Shem Yahushua deems your judgment to be in that time. But hey, when you sowing and when you reaping that, that's what you gonna sow at the end of the day, man. If you out here trying to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, ultimately you will reap the benefits from that, man.
Yeah, not only that, man, the dude disrespectful, talking back to his mama and daddy, man. So yeah, the Lord gonna tighten him up. That's something you don't do. You honor thy father and thy mother. That way your days shall be prolonged, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. You talking back when they trying to tell you to sit down somewhere before you end up leaking in a jail cell somewhere. He had to find out the hard way. He had to go through it. So don't be King Harris as far as following this truth. Don't find out the hard way. Because in this scenario, Tip was the prophet, and King was the hard-headed 2/3. Tip told him everything that was going to happen to him if he stayed on this path. He stayed on that path, and guess what? Everything Tip said that was going to happen to him, it happened to him. The only thing that ain't happened yet, he's still alive.
And now you got your pops out here and your mom feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Because you ain't listening. Now they ain't having no rest. They too busy thinking about your stupid boy. This
Sadish.
This Proverbs 29:17. Correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. Yea, he shall give delight unto thy soul. And
right.
You think right now he's being a delight unto his parents' soul? No.
No.
Because he's causing all this confusion and all these problems, man.
Yeah, when the scripture said he would give thee rest, that means that the son will not stress out the father.
Exactly.
But you keeping your parents constantly under stress because you want to be hard, okay? Them real gangsters in jail gonna show you what hard really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you built like that, little king. You ain't. So just stop fronting, man. Just be a kid. What's wrong with being a kid, man?
He just need that ass whoop. He should have been getting his ass whooped a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was getting that belt put to his backside like he should have been, I'm not saying T.I. wasn't chastising him, but T.I. is more of a talker with his children. You know, that's how he gets down. He talks to his children. Really didn't chastise them that much as far as belt to ass, man. And sometimes you got to put that on your kid, man, for them to listen.
Man, I am appreciative of every ass whooping I got, not just from my mom and daddy, but I'm talking about from my grandmama, my granddaddy, my aunties, my uncles, my older cousins, my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It takes a village to raise a child. That's true.
You went through a conveyor belt of ass whoopings back
exactly.
in the day. You had the neighbor, the auntie, maybe your sister or brother, your mama, and when pops come home, you better hope he tired. And in some cases, he gonna wait.
He gonna make an exception. My dad used to get us like this. My mama used to get like she got a phone call from school or something saying that we've been acting up. She gonna get that phone call at work. And oh man, if my mama gotta leave her job to come up to the school, that's guaranteed ass whooping. Regardless of the reason. You better not, if she gotta come up to that school, it better not be your fault.
Have me come up here on my day off.
You know what I'm saying?
you stopping money.
I gotta take my lunch and come up here and see about you when you know how to behave. Like my sister had to take off work, go up to the school to see about one of my nieces. And it was my niece's fault. You know what my sister told my niece? Like, oh, okay, so you like to come to school and show out, huh? Well, let's show them how we show out at home. My sister pulled a belt out of her purse and got busy right there in front of the classroom.
Up in there being foolish at school.
Right. My sister never had to go back up to that school about my niece ever again.
Yeah, that's what'll fix it. That'll fix it for sure. The Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. I got banged at school before too. I ain't moved that way no more because you get embarrassed. The people that you was trying to be tough in front of, oh, you done got humbled down, man.
Oh yeah.
Now you ain't thinking like that no more, and they not gonna let you forget it.
No.
Let not grow up with them. They gonna bring that up. You remember that time in elementary school, bro, when your mama came in? You ain't gonna never forget it.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna let you forget.
That's gonna keep you humble.
Yeah.
See, if you humble your child in that way, it's gonna generate a sense of respect towards you. But if you just constantly letting it slide, well, I'll whoop him next time, No! Because you know what's gonna happen if you go down that road, your child gonna end up beating your ass when he or she gets grown. And it happens. You have children beating their parents, which is another sign of we in the last days. But that's what happens when you don't put that rod to that child gonna put that rod on you. So I've seen a lot of cases where children have been in court for domestic violence against their parents. It's a real thing. So I mean, it said that in the last days anyway that the women shall give birth to menstruous monsters.
Mhm.
So badass kids are prophesied to be in the last days.
I got Matthew 10 and 34, 35. Because like bro said, like these kids out here putting their hands on their parents, man. That's something that was written to happen, man. A man's foe will be of his own household.
Mm-hmm.
This is Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that this is Yahushua speaking too. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the mother against her, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be with his own household, man. And that's what you seeing. That's one of the signs of the times that we coming in, man. Since iniquity done abound, the love of many have waxed cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you see on TV. A lot of love waxing cold is showing you in the movies, it's programming you, and then you want to live it out.
Right.
That's what Babylon's birthing right now. A bunch of degenerates, man.
And another thing that's trending in the news, a lot of teachers are quitting because of badass kids. You got badass kids bringing all kind of weapons to school,
Yeah.
guns and knives, trying to fight teachers, threatening teachers. Don't nobody want to deal with your badass child.
And then you got the audacity, and you have the audacity that nobody put their hands on my kid.
Exactly.
But your kid out here acting the fool. But they got it from you because I can tell how your response was. That nobody put their hands on my kid. You already letting them know they can be rebellious. They can get away with it, and you gonna bag them up.
Exactly. That's how you know what parents, as a teacher, what parents to talk to and what parents not to talk to. Because if the parent come up there and they are instantly defending their child, that means that this is not a parent.
Mm-hmm.
This parent is not balanced. This parent came in on the defensive already and don't even know what happened. Already on the defense. So that should let the teacher know that this parent is going to automatically defend this child regardless of what this child does. And all they're doing is giving the green light for this child to continue doing wickedness because they're not being chastised, they're being defended. Same thing with these Edomites. If you don't chastise these Edomites, they're going to wax worse and worse. Look at your boy. Look at the orange guy. Waxing worse and worse because he hasn't been chastised. So he feel like, hey, they ain't got me for lying yet. I can keep on lying.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring Trump up because he's a child, spiritually and mentally and emotionally. This man throwing grown-ass temper tantrums because he didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize. Why would anybody get at you? You're a domestic threat, man.
Dude still making videos talking about he want to go to heaven.
He going.
You going, bro.
He going.
You going in them chains though. You going in them chains and that damn orange peel made ass wig ain't gonna be there.
No, we snatching that off.
That's got to come off.
That's an abomination.
That's got to come off.
That's an
man.
abomination, and can you snatch that shit right off? Show the world who you really are. No makeup, no high heel shoes to make you seem taller. None of that. They're gonna see you for the abomination that you are in the kingdom. So yeah, Trump is going to the kingdom. Only point is when he get there, he gonna wish he was dead because he's gonna be one of the first fruits of slavery if he makes it through the nuclear lake of fire.
For this cat to even say something like that though, it's like you taunting the father, bro.
That's all they do,
Because
man.
you know the things that you doing, bro. You not if the kingdom was open to you, you not going, bro. The shit that you doing right now, you destroying your own kingdom, you treating your own people like shit, you know. And people eventually, they gonna come and see you. They gonna come see about you, man.
Or they might take it out on one of his family members.
Yep.
You know how the mafia get down there, Khazarian mafia. I got this one right here, and this describes Trump to a T. Now y'all tell me, y'all be the judge. If a guy with these characteristics are worthy of being beamed up by a chariot or not. Let me get we go into Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12. A naughty person, a wicked man walking with a froward mouth. A froward mouth means that you're constantly spreading division. You're constantly dividing the people, and you're difficult to get along with. That's what froward means. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teaches with his fingers. All this. You ever see Trump speak?
Oh, yeah.
See, he's trying to sway you. Frowardness is in his heart. He devises of mischief. Continually he soweth discord, dividing people. So how is this a leader? A leader supposed to bring people together, right? This man is constantly dividing people. That's why you got the divided states of embarrassment right now. Because you got red against blue states. This man is he's calling the blue states basically terrorist groups because they don't like him. Now let's keep going. Verse 15, therefore shall all his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Now listen what it is. These 6 things that the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Trump is guilty of all 3. Let's keep rolling. A heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift into running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Yeah, he sowed a lot of discord amongst you Americans. And y'all let him do it. We told y'all Esau is not smart. Y'all just stupid.
He's not a wise king at all.
No.
Man. He's just, like I said, he was just put there to destroy at the end of the day, because the will of the Father is for Babylon to go down the drain. And it's circling it. It's getting faster and faster too, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Trump has no prudence at all.
No.
Look at America. Look how it's done broken completely apart. It was breaking apart with Biden. But this right here, this was the mallet that hit the clay right here, boy.
Yeah, he drove that wedge.
He broke that.
That wedge went all the way through this time.
This is Ecclesiastes 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And this, like I said, this man has no prudence. Motherfuckers is coming up out of America. You got people scattering, getting up out of here.
Yep.
But it don't matter where you go. You're not getting away from nothing. You see that over there in Mexico, they pushing that rice. They pushing that rice.
UK.
And then I seen a video also for people that do get the rice. They talking about giving you 2 racks to get it.
That's an incentive.
2 racks.
That's an incentive.
And if you take that, that's you took the carrot, man.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking silly rabbit. You took the carrot. Now, once you start to regret it and start trying to speak against it, now you can't even go shop with it. They're gonna hold your bank account. They're gonna shut it down. You see the movies that's out here. They showing you things before it happened, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the elders and apostles of Great Millstone started with elder apostles to on down. Been telling you the same thing before they've been telling you. Real soon, y'all about to find out.
Israel Asadi's children,
man,
they stupid.
big time.
I got some things in the headlines I took screenshots of. I want to bring out a few of them. This shows you the deliberate wickedness of Esau and how he's unfit to rule. It says in this, federal judge approves the release of 45,000 gallons of radioactive water into the Hudson River. Unfit to rule, man. What else you got? Snoop Dogg features same-sex couples in children's series Doggyland. You can't tell me this ain't a paid agent.
You gotta kiss the ring.
Yeah.
You gotta kiss that ring. They came for you.
This ain't Snoop first time going against what he said he would never do. Mm-hmm. He said something about this. They pulled up the receipt in an interview, and he said that he took one of his nieces or nephews to the movies, and it was a gay couple in the movie kissing, and he said that he had to explain it to the child. So he said he'll never do that because he don't want to go through the embarrassment of explaining this to a child. But meanwhile, you sponsoring a gay cartoon called Doggyland.
That's why they came at your ass like that, bro. It came up in the headlines about you, about that situation with your sibling or whatnot.
Exactly.
And then they like, you know what? Since he's speaking on that, we gonna come up with some type of plan and some type of dollar to make him go back on his integrity,
right,
and make him look crazy.
That's the goal. Esau wants you to eat your words. Same thing with the baby. I noticed he was in an interview saying how he'll never get tattoos because he said he know he ain't gonna be in his music forever.
And he want to get a job and don't
exactly,
want to like
and he don't want to be judged on tattoos. What did he do?
And where did he put him at?
This dude walked out on stage, tatted up thighs, and Daisy Duke shorts, so you could see the tattoos.
And the pink belt.
Right. Same thing with Snoop. When he came on, he made that podcast or whatever, somebody, which one of you Uncle Tom's gonna be the first one to dance for the Shuck and Jive for Trump? A few moments later, they showed his ass up there doing this.
Popping like it's hard. Yup.
This is how these elites work. They comb through your interviews and they pick something that you said that you would never do, and they make you do it. That's the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a celebrity, you better watch what you say in these interviews before they catch you up, make you bow down and show your allegiance by doing something that you said that you would never do. That's how the wicked buys your soul.
Definitely gonna do a diligent search on you. He gonna do a diligent search on you real quick, and they gonna pull up all your madness. But did this, when they do a diligent search on themselves, they don't get in trouble.
No.
They don't get in trouble. When they own people do diligent searches on them, like all this stuff coming out about Trump and the Epstein Island and shit and all of that, he ain't getting no trouble.
They being protected.
That's how you know they ain't in trouble as other men, dude.
They being protected, man. This is the land of pedophile protection and persecuting the righteous. That's America. Oh, let me go. Speaking of pedo, let's keep rolling through the clips. I got some more. MAGA youth pastor and CPAC performer Zachary Ratcliffe has been charged with 30 additional child sexual abuse charges. Now he up there posing with politicians and shit, got on a red MAGA hat and the whole shit, and he's a child fondler himself. It's just like that scripture in Sirach. As the ruler of the city is, so are all those that dwell therein, roughly paraphrasing. You got a pedo president, you're gonna have pedo citizens.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lying-ass president, you're gonna have lying-ass citizens.
You see that with Obama too. When he was in the office, that homosexuality shit sprung out. He put the LGBTQ shit out there. You know, gave y'all a little month. Now y'all out here crazy.
I got another little headline for you. It says, while U.S. troops miss paychecks and the government remains shut down, Trump is building a $5.5 billion beachside golf resort in Qatar. That's why, see, he had to get them an Air Force base in Idaho for their fighter jets in exchange for this. This man is a failed real estate agent and he don't even know it.
He's getting himself rich off of all the shit that he's doing to you people.
Yeah, and that's totally against the Constitution. You cannot use your position in government for personal gain.
And that's what he's doing.
That's all he's been doing. But hey, they're not in trouble as other men. We can see. Yeah.
And then, oh yeah. Y'all talking, since he mentioned the government shutdown, I want you people that's out here working right now as well. If the government is shut down, why are you still paying taxes?
They still taking tax. The government is not shut down.
They still taking your taxes, man.
This is a cover-up because, what's my man's name? Mike Johnson, MAGA Mike, don't want to swear in this lady to get the votes to release the Epstein files. So she can't get the government to release the Epstein files until she's sworn in. Mm-hmm. Mike Johnson refused to do this And I ain't got to tell you he one of Trump flunkies. Yeah, this is why the government shut down. So to buy them some time as a how they gonna figure out how to deal with this Epstein shit. Y'all hungry. Y'all got to pay for it.
Some y'all ain't got shit to do with.
Right. And
y'all
this
got to suffer for it.
This goes beyond government employees. The military is not getting paid right now, but they're being obligated to commit war crimes against the citizens. Mm-hmm. See, now do you understand how you are in a wicked kingdom?
Eventually, the real military aid that you got, the people that actually care about this country, they're gonna step down and move around. And when they move around, they're gonna fight back as well. But when they get to that point, that's when Trump can pull in more of his little flunkies, man.
See, this is the ultimate goal. We told y'all this years ago. This is the government's ultimate goal, to piss you off to the point where you gonna get out here and wild out, so they can have an excuse to lock you down and blame you for it. Mm-hmm. That's the goal, to piss you off. And we told y'all ain't mad yet. Wait till they take y'all money.
And I've seen several videos where Eve out here talking about how they took the stamps in. Well, I'm going to Walmart and I'm bring my shit up and I'm walking out. You better not follow me, because I'm gonna have my big cousin with me to ready to knock you out. And if you follow me to my car, you ain't gonna make it back to your shift. So you got people with that mentality right there. That's what they want. That right there, because you stupid ass Eve, you basically march yourself and your people. Because it's more of us, it's more of our people out here that act like that and think like that, man. Yeah. And it's gonna be a time where those very same people, they gonna start laying y'all down in the streets, man. Yeah.
Because especially these private business owners, they just ain't gonna let you just come in there and steal from them. Yeah. No. They gonna lay your ass down, just like in that movie, what's that movie? Where the little boy got shot for trying to steal. Boys in the Hood? No, that wasn't Boys in the Hood.
Not Boys in the Hood.
Menace? It was one of the movies. Little boy went in the store and tried to steal something, and the Korean shot him in the back while he was running.
Get that freaking movie. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. These private owners are not going to let you just steal from them. And especially with you justifying yourself on the basis that the government then effed you over. Oh, well, who told you to trust the government? Mm-hmm. It's not my fault. The government effed me over. No, it is your fault because you trusted the government. But at the same time, you going into the Korean store stealing from them, they ain't got nothing to do with you trusting a lying ass government. Mm-hmm. And they gonna protect their assets.
They already look at you so-called Americans as trash anyway.
Yeah.
They don't like you already, so especially you Jakes. You know?
A lot of Americans are hated worldwide because of Edomite, Babylonian pride.
Yeah.
You going to other people's lands, telling them, going to their beaches, telling them they can't play their music. You offended at their music. Okay, take your ass back to Babylon then.
You can go over there and try to exercise your rights of authority in another country, man.
Exactly.
Sit down somewhere, dude.
Take your ass back to goofy ass Babylon. This is not Babylon. But these self-willed, high in pride Edomites go to other people's lands and tell them what they can and can't do in their own house. That's why they getting chased out of the earth right now. Don't nobody want them around. Black people making videos talking about just leave us alone. Because now you got Edomites going up to like this black family, so-called black. They had a party, like a picnic type thing in a public park. Edomite woman came up to him trying to do interviews. What do you think about Trump? Trying to start some shit. So they called the police on this woman. When the police get there, she instantly plays the victim. So what did they say that I did? What, I can't be here? This is a public place. This woman's true intent was to rile these so-called black people up so she could play the victim, so she could see them get in trouble. Don't fall for this shit. Just like now they popping up at HBCU campuses, talking about some let's debate. Don't debate these people, because all they want to do, they're looking for a chance to get you in trouble so they can play the victim card.
That'll get you riled up.
Exactly. They want to see you in cuffs. They want to see you emotional, angry, so they can play on it. But when you rule over your spirit and you just walk right by that debate table, you know how small that makes them feel? That's what you want to do. You want to make them seem like they are nothing, because this is all Esau is doing anyway. He's going throughout the earth trying to see if he's still relevant, see if he is still feared, see if he still has control over black reaction, quote unquote. Don't give him control over your reactions, because everything don't deserve reaction. When you walk right past their goofy asses, you're going to make them feel this big.
And that's what's pissing them off even more.
Exactly.
Too. That's the spirit that's on our people right now is a folly ass crazy spirit, but at the same time, they not fucking with this.
No.
And that's gonna make them mad, and it's gonna give them a reason to want to bother you even more and make even more draconian law to squeeze you in the middle to where you flip out. That's the plan.
Right. See, Esau, he want to test his relevance. That's why they go out and start fights, to see if there's still fear, see if they're still relevant as being in a superior status in society. No, people chasing Edomites now. Get the fuck on.
Exactly.
Because we know why you're here. You here to start shit.
How you're trying to set little bullshit traps. But that's what the scripture says. Psalms 64:5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall see you first and foremost. And we've been given eyes to see right through your foolishness as well.
Exactly.
Ain't no way around it, man. You sloppy as hell. We see right through you lies. Your own people calling you out.
Yeah.
Because they sick of your shit too.
There's so many Edomites making videos against this administration, man, against ICE. All the wickedness ICE doing. These are domestic terrorists by definition, ICE agents, because they don't follow due process. They don't follow any process. These are just dogs with badges out on the attack.
They gave y'all ISIS. Now y'all ought to deal with ICE.
See? Y'all goofy. Falling for the same banana in the tailpipe. These are not law enforcing agents. These are vigilantes who have legalized harassment, who have legalized provocation, which means they can legally provoke you, and they have legalized kidnapping right in your face. How is that justice? Tell me. Somebody explain to me, how is that getting the criminals out of the country? Because all I see, because the first night they went up in Chicago, the next day they was praising themselves on the news, talking about how they arrested, quote unquote, over 1,000 migrants. First of all, they wasn't arrested because you went up in their house at 2 in the morning. What laws are they breaking in their own house?
Exactly.
So they were not being arrested. They're being harassed and provoked. And out of that big bunch of so-called arrests, did you run across any pedos, any mass shooters, any school shooters, any church shooters? No, you didn't. So where's the victory? I don't get it. Your victory is your personal victory, because you got to mess with the righteous. You got to strike fear into the righteous. You got to harass the righteous. And that's something only the wicked would take pride in. So y'all keep falling for it. These people are not being arrested, they're being kidnapped. Stop using the same spells that the news uses to enchant you. Because when you start repeating the same terms, you've been enchanted that they use on the news. They arresting all these migrants. No, they're not. They are kidnapping law-abiding citizens.
Telling y'all that they doing it in the name of bringing peace and clarity to the people that's calling out for the marshals to come in, the government to come in their towns, which that ain't nothing but it's just a trap. Y'all calling them in for a trap to be set up in y'all neighborhoods, man. And eventually they gonna turn on you. You know, this is Daniel 28. I mean, this is Daniel 8 and 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand with that ink pen. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. He talking big shit. Trump is big shit. And by peace shall destroy many. And he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. These cats gonna try to fight the Lord, man.
Yeah.
They gonna try to fight the Lord. They get burned up into a crisp to dust.
Now they get scared because they so-called first they were celebrating. But then their celebration was very short-lived because they shot a Hellfire missile at a chariot. They said the chariot broke apart, but the pieces stayed with it. Ooh! Y'all don't know what y'all up against, baby. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't have no idea. Now they coming out with a documentary next month, trying to regain control of the narrative. But guess what? Your narrative is not going to match what these people see when they come outside at night on their back porches looking in the sky. It's not going to match that. It's too much chariot footage out here on the internet.
Got people out there with those, what's those, them night vision goggles, some night vision glasses. A lot of people been talking about how they've been ordering those and there's been a lot of activity from what the naked eye can't see. I'm thinking about getting me a pair.
And they reported that it's a gang of large vessels headed towards Earth, larger than the sun. How you gonna build a ship larger than the sun? And to give you an idea of how big the sun is, how many Earths can fit into the sun? Let's Google it. Y'all don't understand, man, the power. Y'all can't put the power of the Lord in a box. Look at that. How many Earths can fit in the sun? Now, mind you, they reported that this chariot was bigger than the sun, right? We know how big the sun is. We know how big the earth is. Now listen to this. Approximately 1.3 million Earths can fit inside the sun's volume. That should tell you how big this fathership is. You could put this planet, this little blue ball, you could put 1.3 million of them inside the sun. But the chariot is bigger than the sun. Y'all can't mess with the Lord, man. Y'all ain't ready, baby. Hold up, it said, however, due to the empty space that would be left when packing spears, the actual number of solid Earths that could fit is closer to 960,000. That's almost a million. So that's still just out of this world information. 960,000 planets inside the sun. And the chariot is bigger than all that. So now, y'all, this ain't what y'all been seeing in the movies that's about to happen to this planet. That's why it says that's why it says in the scriptures, when the Lord pull up in that fathership, every eye gonna see it.
That was the vision that Ezra's had. Seen the big mountain that he don't know where it came out of, and Yahushua was on it, man. That's talking about that fathership that y'all talking about, that they telling you about on TV. It says in 2nd Ezra 13 and 6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him, sore afraid, and yet durst to fight. They're gonna try to fight him.
Yeah.
They're going to try to fight this fathership.
So he basically described in that scripture that he couldn't see where this chariot started at or where it ended at. It just everywhere. It was everywhere. He didn't see where it started or where it ended at.
And think about that movie Independence Day, where they got that from.
Exactly.
These scriptures is undefeated, man.
Yeah,
Like, y'all can scoff and play on the comment board, run your mouth, whatever you got to do, just mark yourself.
Please mark yourself.
Because every idle word, you're going to give account for it in the day of judgment, man.
Yeah,
So
that's where
like,
Esau gets all his movies from. This is the Lord's movie. The word scriptures means script. It actually means script.
And y'all thinking that he coming back to save everybody. It's not in the script.
Nope.
You got all these movie stars. They had their little moments on set where they go off script and make the movie better. This script is already written perfectly.
No, you can't.
And how about Shimmy Al-Shai and going off script?
Nope.
It's going to happen the way it's written. And as like it has been going.
Let me get this.
The way the script is written is the way this movie is playing out. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way over it or under it, man.
And Esau, ain't nothing you can do or say that is going to get you out your captivity, so you can just stop it. You can cry, barely ache, cry in the shower, it don't matter, baby. It's going to happen to you. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19. Yahweh is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent, that he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So if it's written in this book, it's going to happen to you.
And it's going to be good because it's righteous.
Oh yeah, it's overly righteous for Esau to get put in the chains. But we know how Edomites do. They're going to gaslight it. Now it's a bad thing. They got to go through it. When all this time they was gaslighting us. Well, slavery wasn't so bad. If it wasn't for us, you'll be still living in huts.
That's why.
That's what they do, bro.
That's why they trying to. I seen the video last month. That's why they talking about doing away with certain black images and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's an image out there with a Jake sitting with his back to the screen, and he got a whole lot of whips on his back. They trying to take all of that stuff and remove it out of the schools and all of that, but want you to remember 9/11 though.
Never forget.
Never forget that though, but they want you to forget everything that happened to your people.
They don't want you to forget that psyop. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's our job.
But see, you know the real reason why they taking all statues and any indicators of slavery existed? Because it's prophesied to happen to them, and they don't want to be reminded. They can't enjoy their kingdom while looking at images of them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
They can't enjoy their wicked kingdom if they know that one day they gonna be that statue with whips on his back. No, they can't enjoy their wicked kingdom. Esau, this is Esau right here in a nutshell. He wants his mental wickedness to be free. He doesn't want his wickedness to be judged, talked about, because it makes him feel some kind of way. He don't feel no kind of way when he's executing these wicked acts, but when they're talked about, it makes him feel a certain kind of way. It triggers him, because in his mind, he's always been fed his whole life. He's the good guy. So it doesn't register to Esau that he's doing wickedness, because he's always been told he's the good guy, regardless of what he does. So he wants his mental wickedness protected. He don't want it to be talked about. He don't want it to be spoken of, mentioned, none of that. That's why anybody who speaks out against Trump's wickedness ends up getting lied on, falsely accused, persecuted, because now you're attacking his mental peace as far as him going out, commit wickedness, and still having mental peace. You fucking with that. I want to be able to do my wickedness and be in peace. That's Esau. If you talk about it, that's an issue. That's why he can go out and commit mass murder and don't lose no sleep. His mental wickedness is uninterrupted. Go ahead, bro.
That's why Scripture says in Isaiah 59:7, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made their crooked paths. Wheresoever goeth therein shall no peace, there shall no peace, not no peace. The way of peace they No, not. And there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. And anybody that deal with these people, you're not going to deal peace because they bring in destruction. It's always destruction wherever these people go. Look at the world around you, man.
Yeah.
Look at the air. Look at the food. Look at the water. All of it's been weaponized against you. Carcinogens in the food.
That article I just read about how their judgment to dump 45,000 gallons of radioactive water in the Hudson River. These people, then they got whole islands floating in the ocean of trash.
Yeah.
Unfit to rule, man. The Lord, man, when the Lord put these people back in their cages, the whole earth is going to dance. It's going to be a global block party.
Ah.
And ain't nobody going to let you out of them cages. You don't need to come out. Come out for what? Look at the shit you do. You contribute nothing to this planet that's beneficial. You contribute nothing to the animals, the plants, or the inhabitants therein. But see, you was a tool, Esau. This is what you need to accept. The Lord used you to punish us. Our punishment is over. You went overboard. Your punishment is about to start. And it's going to start when you, right before you destroy your own kingdom like a dumbass. And you didn't have to. See, one thing you're going to have to live with is 1,000 years of regret. Because you're going to realize you destroyed your own kingdom out of greed, hate, jealousy, and envy. These are characteristics of a child. When you had everything you could ever want. But like it said in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, he enlarged his desire as hell, and this is death, and cannot be satisfied. That makes you unfit to rule. Because everything ain't enough for you. You still want more. What more is there to want? I want everybody dead and I want their shit. I want everybody dead and I want their money. What's the point of being the richest man on the planet if everybody's dead?
Exactly.
Where you gonna spend this money at? You ain't gonna need money if you the last human on the planet. Esau don't think like that though. He doesn't think logically. That's why you got that cartoon of Esau steadily just skipping about the earth, destroying shit. now at the end of the video, he's ruling over a pile of ashes.
And you know what's funny about that? He ruled over that. That's the ashes. That's this place, this proud ass place. And then what happened? A chariot fell on his ass.
Exactly.
Right at the end of there, and that's what's gonna happen to this place. A chariot gonna burn this piece of shit up. Regardless if y'all believe it or not, the chariots of Yahweh Shai is gonna come and put this place down.
Man, we ain't finna beg y'all to believe nothing. Y'all finna witness it.
Ain't got to believe nothing at all.
Y'all ain't gotta believe nothing we say. But when you witness it, I'm gonna see if you gonna call your eyes a lie.
They gonna know if a prophet been among them, man.
Yeah. Just like these Christians. Still trying to find something to be mad at us about. When Esau is doing all this wickedness, you ain't got nothing to say about him. Y'all hypocrites too. And y'all gonna feel that pain too.
Y'all finna feel it. Y'all, oh, I can't wait to when y'all don't get y'all little stamps and you got Thanksgiving and Christmas around the corner.
Oh, they talking about canceling Christmas. They talking about canceling Christmas to hit these corporations in the pockets. And now you got Edomites following suit. But we gonna see, because guess what? Just because y'all don't celebrate this holiday, you gonna celebrate another pagan holiday.
Yep.
So you still under the spells of Babylon. Yep. The only reason you ain't doing it this year because you can't afford it. That don't mean you had a change in belief or none of that.
It means that the Lord is turning your feast in the morning.
Exactly.
That's what that means. The Most High is turning your feast days into morning. He ain't dealing with all that. And y'all about to find out, you go ahead and enjoy that plate of spaghetti on Thanksgiving.
Ramen noodles and ketchup.
Exactly. That's what I saw. That's what Eve said on the comment board in one of the videos I was going in on. That food is too expensive. She having spaghetti. Some of y'all not even gonna have that. You know, because hey, that tradition bullshit that y'all got, that little culture, the little black culture, the little pagan holidays, all of that is y'all finna cough all of that up. The Lord's about to destroy all of that. Ain't no more Transformer toys under the tree. That's a wrap, bro.
Babylon is over with. They just refuse to accept the loss.
This place can't be healed, man. It can't be healed. It won't be healed. And when it does be healed, is when the Most High Yahweh Shai gonna put this place back in its original order. But it ain't gonna be none but animals in this land.
America, you'll never get your golden days back. Those are long gone and behind you. The only thing coming for Babylon is a lot of death, a lot of destruction, a lot of violence, and a lot of blood. Because Babylon is reaping what it sowed. Especially, it's about to reap all the blood, that innocent, righteous Israelite blood that was spilled in this dirt, in this American dirt. It's about to be paid back.
The signs all in the earth, man, that this shit is over. The signs all over the earth. Y'all still planning y'all future, which is insane. That's insane, bro.
They just delusional.
This is
willfully ignorant.
This is 2nd Esdras 9:1. He said unto me then, and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I had told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, you see the No Kings protests, you see ICE and the people going at it out here, you see all these different things happening, and it's been crazy weather going on as well. Then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these things been spoke of since the days of old, man.
It's time for Babylon to be destroyed. Because every empire, this is by Esau's own signs, every empire expires around its 250th anniversary. America's 250th anniversary is next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it all makes sense. And then how long you think American citizens gonna tolerate Trump and his flunkies? It's not sustainable.
That's not gonna last long.
No.
These people in America, the way they mind set up with that, we need it done and we need it now. They ain't hearing any of that, bro.
Yeah,
they gonna go right. They not gonna regard the kings or princes. Basically, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be sedition among men. It's gonna be a great insurrection, which is an insurrection against you citizens already. Y'all not even paying attention to that.
This man trying to do everything he can to label you a problem so he can come through with that martial law. And like I explained in the last video, the difference between the government declaring martial law and the government declaring, what's the other one? Insurrection. He want to impose the Insurrection Act. If he imposes the Insurrection Act, that means that the military comes in to enforce civilian law. When martial law is declared, the military comes in to enforce military law. And it's a big difference because under certain military circumstances, you could be put to death.
Yeah.
On sight.
And that's where, and it's gonna be that way because they're gonna be like madmen sparing none, man. Because the scripture speaks on that great insurrection, and that insurrection is gonna be on you Israelites. Esau gonna get caught in it too, but you Israelites are really gonna get caught in there.
Because y'all always been a target anyway.
This is 2nd Esdras 16:70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. Didn't he just sign the Insurrection Act? Don't be stupid, man. A great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. That's talking about the Israelites. They shall be like madmen sparing none, but shall spoil and destroy those that fear the Lord. They're going to be casting you out of your houses. They're going to be robbing you. They're going to be raping you women. And they're going to be putting you to death, man.
Yeah. That's one of Esau's, that's in Esau's playbook. He going to come through, and it's also scriptural. He going to come through and take all the men out of the houses so the women and children won't put up a fight.
Yep.
And but they superior. They gotta do all this in order to rape.
To make the household weak first.
Yeah.
And they gonna be raping. I had seen a video. This is how you know Esau gonna be on this bullshit. I seen this video. This chick was just walking up the street of Eve, and Edom pulled up on her, basically trying to buy some, you know. And she was like, "Nah, she ain't having it." He was like, "What if I just get out and take it from you?"
See,
it's exactly what Edom said to her, and she pulled out a gun. And he was like, "I was just talking mess. I was just talking."
See,
that bitch came out of it.
See, I was just playing.
And then he wants to turn off and drive away. But those are the type of people that you finna have to deal with.
See, Esau is tired of tired of pretending that he's
tired
nice.
of hiding, bro.
He's tired of pretending to be nice. He wants to be wicked, but he has to create the circumstances so his mental wickedness will not be disturbed.
That rust has not been wiped away, man.
No.
That rust is finna come back full-fledged. That rust was covered up a little bit with a little paint, you know, a little paint on the rust, and that paint starting to come off now.
Rust-oleum.
Yeah, that paint coming off of that rust. Now that rust is starting to be revealed again, and he can't hide it no longer. Plus, the Lord putting that spirit back, that ancient spirit back on him.
See,
to come right back after you Jakes out there, the Israelites, man.
That's one thing you need to know about rust. You can't get rid of rust. It
No.
always comes back. You have to cut rust out completely. It's like a cancer. It keeps coming back. You got to cut it out.
And that's what Esau's about to be, cut out.
Yeah.
After his captivity.
And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for his punk ass. Shit. You get a couple more, you can close if you want to.
Yeah, we can close. I'm doing a little frosty.
But as far as you 2/3, you Christians that still think Esau got you in his best interest, the Snoop Dogs out there, this is for you. All you Snoop Dogs, all you Bishop Nates who think Esau ain't coming for you just because you bowed to his will. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people I found wicked men. They lay in wait as one who set snares. They set a trap, they catch men. You being used by the biggest liar on the planet. So if you being used, and when he exposed you because you one day you gonna come to your right mind and you gonna say no to him, he gonna expose all that footage you thought that they didn't have on you. When you thought it was just you and that man in that room alone, you didn't see the camera.
And if he ain't got no video on you, he gonna hit them pockets. He gonna find a way to get them pockets.
He ain't got to do that no more. He can make an AI video and accuse you.
Yeah.
Just like they gonna do us. They gonna have us in AI videos having us doing stuff we'll never do, saying stuff we would never say.
You see what they doing with Martin Luther King and Tupac and them got him on the WWE as an Intercontinental Champion. Come on, man.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fun now until that technology is to be used, start being used for wickedness and false accusations.
And I keep telling people that shit. I said, it's funny right now.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's funny as hell, but you better understand that this is a dangerous game. And that's damn near necromancy, man.
Yeah.
Bringing these cats that's dead back from the dead, using AI to get money off of them again.
And then making money from them, profiting from the music, from the AI music.
Yeah.
Esau, you done, bro. And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you when you go and change. Your own women is gonna be thankful they don't have to deal with you. And all the sincere brothers out there, I just want to say, hey, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Because like the camp in Memphis, he said we winning, baby. Because the women are waking up to who the real men of Israel are. And they starting to be susceptible. They starting to see the power that we hold. Because the world doesn't move. The world got to check with us first before it moves. That's power. A whole bunch of pieces of paper in your pocket that you can just print. That's not power.
Oh, that's the illusion of power.
Exactly, the power of influence. You can't put a price tag on. Oh. That's why the Lord said that we the salt of the earth, baby. Oh. And we coming back in style. We never really went out. Just a bunch of lies put on us. But that's all right. those strongholds, they're starting to be torn down. And people are starting to realize who we really are just by our silence. They say our silence is a threat. And it is. Because the Lord got us doing this. The Lord got his whole nation sitting back.
Yeah.
And so we can watch Esau continue to lie on himself, continue to embarrass himself, and continue to destroy himself.
And earn his judgment.
Right. So just sit back, brothers and sisters. Hey, the victory is already promised to us. All we got to do is wait it out and watch it play out.
Yeah, we're giving you the tea. Ain't that what y'all call it?
Yeah.
We're giving you the tea. The elders and the apostles of Great Millstone all down. Giving y'all the tea, man. You better take a sip.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now, why it's still here? Seek the Lord while he might be found, man.
While the doors are open.
Yep.
Sit back and let this man destroy himself. Stay out the way. Stay away from these protests, because you know they're looking for a reason to get you. They waiting on a reason to lie on you and round you up and blame and say you did something you didn't do. Stay out the way of these protests. Stay out the way of these reckless, impulsive Edomites, because they're emotional right now. They're in a situation they never been in before.
Let the Egyptians go against the Egyptians. Let them do their thing.
Let them continue to commit red on red crime against each other, so the world can see who the real violent men really are and always have been, who the world can see who the true domestic terrorists of this country are and always has been. We close on that.
With that being said, brothers and sisters out there, man, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, Wa, Abba, Baba, Shalom.
All right.
Yeah.